Today I'm doing a live product research session for Jade. She lost her job recently and decided to start a $1 million challenge for herself. Hey guys, I'm Farah. If you're new here, I talk about building business on Amazon. If you're into that, then please do subscribe. A little bit of intro from Jade now.
Hey guys, I'm Jade. I lost my job during quarantine, so I started a $1 million challenge. So if you're interested in make money online, please check out my channel. I would love to see you guys there.
I think Jade is doing an amazing job. I find her videos really informative. She's documenting her journey as she figures out how to make money online. This pandemic has not been easy on anyone. We have all been affected by it in one way or another. I decided to share the full research session with you guys as it happened because Jade is not alone in this. I've had to pivot my business big time. She's had to start a YouTube channel. In fact, we started our channels at the same time, but hers has grown so much better. There are so many people who are trying to figure out what she's doing, and I thought this will be really helpful for somebody who wants to do Amazon FBA and has lost a job recently and they want to figure this out if it's for them or not. We covered topics like how to figure out demand, how to reach out to suppliers, what questions to ask, what to do if an Amazon brand is present in the category you want to sell in. I know the video is a little bit long, so watch it at a faster speed if you need to. If you find it useful, do take notes. I am leaving a link of my Amazon research template in the description below, so make sure you do download it. Let's get started.
My first question as a Amazon FBA's seller beginner is, what's the most important thing about the first product?
The most important thing for you as a beginner should be is that you want to keep your costs low overall. So I would say that you start with a product that doesn't cost you too much in buying the stock, and obviously where you're based, you're going to have to do Amazon FBA. So that's sort of, in my opinion, it's an expensive route to start on Amazon anyway. But because you're an international seller, you don't have a choice. And you would start with FBA. So you will be paying higher fees of storage and getting Amazon to do pick, pack, and ship for you. So at least try to keep your first product cost very low. There's two ways to go about it. So you can either look for products on Alibaba, which only cost you $1. But what you have to be mindful of is that they cost $1, but they need to be in demand on Amazon. You have to figure that out. So let's just say we just pick a screen guard, for example. They don't cost too much. So let's just say screen guard for iPhone 10. Let's just go there and have a look what we see here. Now, obviously the first few results are sponsored, so you just want to... So you can see that this glass screen protectors, there's different types coming up. So I will just... You want to figure out demand for a certain...
Demand.
Whatever you pick up.
Okay.
So there is this Chrome extension I use. I'm just going to turn this on.
Keywords everywhere. I use that.
Yeah. And it tells you like how many times this this particular phrase was searched on Amazon. So it sort of gives you an idea that, okay, if it says, for example, let's just go back. All right. So when I first searched, I didn't know how many times it was searched, but now you can see that there are different numbers to it. So screen guard for an iPhone 6 was searched 390 times per month, and similar. So for iPhone X, it was only 90 searches per month. So it's probably not that amazing. You want bigger volume here.
Yeah.
So let's just go to
what would be the
screen
minimum
guard.
search volume that you would recommend?
It's you want bigger search volume. Like if thousands of people are looking for a product, that means there's going to be like a lot of people looking for a product, and it's you have a higher chance of appearing in front of a customer for a particular style of that product. So for example, now if you look, screen guard, it's saying 12,100 searches per month. Now it's a screen guard, but you don't know which phone type it is.
Yeah.
Which is it, Apple, is it Samsung, or whatever. So then you can filter it down. You know what I mean? No, I just want to. I'm just curious. I just want to go in there and just see what cost $1. If you go into what's there, they usually show you hot sellers do as well. Services, socks. That's under £1. Striped men's socks. Let me just see if there shows any search volume for this. Men's socks. Okay, so if you look at this, men's socks and clothing, that's actually 74,000 times search on. By the way, we're doing this on Amazon UK. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Just so you. Right, so I'm just going to run Helium 10 on this and just see what sort of sales volume is happening, because it is highly searched phrase. Yeah, so we can see the sales volume in this one. So, that's a product that is under £1.
Okay.
To source from Alibaba. And we're just going to let the data load up. And actually, if you see at the top, even before seeing any data, if you see Amazon brand in any department, you should know that there is a lot of money being made.
Okay, but
because Amazon brand, they are selling men's socks.
So Amazon brand.
So Amazon itself has their own brand.
Yeah, so isn't it good to kind of avoid that kind of category as a beginner?
Yeah, you should, but it also tells you that there's a lot happening in there.
Okay.
For example, if you were to go in there, you wouldn't just go with a standard product straight out of China. You would have to brand up.
Okay.
You'll have to create a brand. You'll have to create a listing that can compete with this.
Okay.
And you don't try to compete with Amazon on price. You either price higher and you compete with a very strong PPC campaign. That's what you do. You shouldn't be scared away from, because Amazon knows the same data. They know they have better access to all this data. So anything that's selling well, they're going to sell it too.
Yeah.
If anything, that's selling 10 units, 12 units per day, they want to sell it too. They're gonna go to Alibaba and source it too.
Yeah.
So the only way to compete with them is that you don't become the cheapest then, because they're gonna be the cheapest.
Okay.
You brand up, you create a better listing, you create a better product.
Okay.
You create a better experience for the customer, and you can be in the same category, because you can. So, for example, let's just think that it's a highly searched phrase. We know that from keywords everywhere. And the second thing is we can see that there is a lot of sales happening in there, and Amazon brand is in there. So that means Amazon's selling itself. So I just want to sort this by, I want to see what's the highest price. So people are paying up to £19 for, what is this product? It's a pair of socks. I think it's a set of 3.
Not sure. 5?
Okay, let me. It does look like, who needs 5 socks? You need at least a pair.
It's like, okay, I think it's like 5 pairs or something.
Okay, let me just see what's going on here. So in black color, it's 3 to 5 pairs men's athletic socks. They're athletic socks. They're not just any socks. You see the differentiation that's being done. So, and it's not an Amazon brand.
Well, as the Helium 10 stats is 10 out of 10, but can you scroll down so we can see the graph, the Helium 10 graph?
Yeah. So that means their evaluation of this whole listing is that it's top notch. It's really good. They've ticked all the boxes. So if you look at this
one,
so this is their last 30 days. So their sales has been, under. Okay, drops to 2,450. That's still really good, but it's mostly under 1,500. If you see on the the right side of the graph, it shows you the sales rank.
So price. It means
and
that when the red thing goes down to the bottom,
that
it's
means
better.
it's good.
It's good, selling well.
Because it's closer to number one. If you're closer to number one or the top 100 products, that means you're selling really well.
Okay.
So the pink line, the closer it is to the bottom of the graph, it means good.
So demand is there.
The demand is there, and the price, it's they introduced this product at £20 or 19.98, and they have discounted it only by £1, so it's 18.98. There is no huge variation, as you can see. That's their 30-day. You can see their all-time, which means the lifetime of this listing. So this product came in in the October of 2019, and the only time their sales rank has dropped to 7,000 is probably they went out of stock or something. But they didn't run out of stock. It's because if the price is still there, then that means it was still available to be on sale. But there is variation. Maybe they took their PPC campaign off. They weren't advertising, but so it's quite stable, as you can see the graph the whole time. Then when you scroll down further, even though we saw the Amazon brand is selling, this is not an Amazon brand. This is another independent seller, and you can see. This is the enhanced brand content. So when you register with Amazon Brand Registry, you're able to do this kind of product description, where you can talk about your brand, why your product is special, and why it's different. It helps you differentiate and really, provide the customer a better experience when they're shopping. Let's just look at Amazon Brand listing. Let's see how great that is. What Helium 10 is giving to Amazon Brand. So look at the prices in there. I think it's. Let's just have a look. So their product compared to this product it's a pack of 5.
And
it's a pack of 5. And it's not athletic socks, they're just cotton ankle socks. There is Amazon brand, it's called Meraki. And you can see there's only like 2-3 standard colors. They haven't really differentiated. They've just got the standard. And this chart really explains quite a bit. So look at their sales rank. It's 33,000. It's under. It's somewhere after 10,000 most of the time, if you see. And whereas the other product that we were seeing, and here Helium 10, what score is it giving to them? 8.52 out of 10. I don't know why they're saying that, because, well, it's Amazon's own product, so we don't really know. Amazon might be favoring it over other products. But as you can see, this seller has really created a good listing. It really tells the customer why is it better than the other products. Whereas you look at Amazon brand.
Okay, so can we go back to the Helium 10?
And so can you see their brand content?
Yeah.
It's more about the brand. They're not talking about the product here at all.
Yeah.
So it's quite different. So when you're preparing to launch a product, really notice these kind of things. Yeah. So you were asking me something?
So on the men's socks, on the first tab, we go back to the Helium 10.
Okay.
So, okay. So first we find the products with the high search volume with the keywords everywhere. And then second, we open the Helium 10 and click on X-ray to see this list. So in this list, what do we want to check?
Yeah. So first thing you want to see is what kind of price points are going.
Price. First, we want to check price.
Yeah, so because you want to decide that, okay, if I'm going to do men's socks, what sort of price points I'm looking at. I know that this product can be sourced for less than £1. If I'm going to differentiate, it might cost you a bit more. as you have seen, like when we went on Alibaba, you could get a men's striped pair of socks for 70p.
Okay.
But that's just a standard pair. We didn't look at athletic socks. Okay. So there, that unit of product is going for £19. Now the next, the one after that is $18.85. This is a Nike socks.
Yeah.
So these are just men's Nike ankle socks.
Probably a pack of three. Again, so that's pack of three.
The next all are, the brand is, okay, this is independent brand. So you don't see a lot of, I think Nike is present in this category. But price-wise, the highest you can go is £19. The lowest you saw was Amazon brand. That was at £3.50. So that's the price mark you're working in.
Okay.
So the lowest is this, and the highest is this.
So,
men's. Should we search athletic socks?
Sure.
Okay. Okay. Right. So that is the first, and Super September, they've got some offer going on. Let's just go with this. Have a look. So this will cost you minimum order. Now, obviously, this is something that is very high minimum order. So you will have to buy 2,000 pairs at this price. Also notice that they don't give you an exact price. You will have to negotiate.
Yeah.
So it's a range of price, so between £1.77 to £2.16. The price will fall somewhere in between. So quantity of pairs, if you order under 2,000, in lead time it takes 45 days. But the price will be somewhere between that. And if you order more than 2,000, then they will probably do it for less. It won't be a huge amount, so it'll probably drop another 5p or so. But that looks something like we saw earlier on Amazon. Similar sort of product. Not exactly, but similar sort. So something that is costing you this much, and you're with your own brand and a great listing, you're let's just say you're able to sell this for £19. This is an example of product that is not going to cost you too much, but the only thing is, obviously, because it's a cheaper product, the manufacturer wants you to place a higher minimum order. So what you should do here is that you need to look at options with as low as possible minimum order quantity. So if we just go back. I'm just going to see. So these are different types. This one, compression socks. If you look at the price for that, that's 11p per pair, 5,000 minimum order. So you just keep scrolling and see where you see the minimum order, but the kind of sock that you're looking for. We'll keep going. Not this. That's interesting.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So for a customized logo, you will need to order 300 pairs, and you can get customized packaging too. So that's very interesting, because that's doable. And look at their price ranges. So for under 600 pairs, you will pay 88p. For more than between 600 to 1,200 pairs, you will pay about. Can you see the price of it? It's not huge amounts. It's only like 0.02 pence difference. So, and these are athletic socks. So I would contact, if I was to do men's socks, I would contact this manufacturer, because I can this is not going to be too much investment in product for me,
Mm-hmm.
and I can. There is enough demand on Amazon,
Mm-hmm.
and there is enough room and price point. This is not going to be a very bulky product as well.
Okay.
It's just a pair of socks. Yeah.
Because
So
you want
that's
to.
an example of something that you can easily, source from Alibaba that doesn't cost you too much.
So for the first product, we want
So-
the product in demand, and also the price is not too high, and also the product that is
The
not
price
too
of sourcing
bulky.
is not too high. It doesn't cost you too much to
So
buy.
yeah, so the
Yeah.
low price sourcing price, and also the size is not bulky.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Because there's more space you take in Amazon FBA's warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
the higher fees you'll have to pay. And
Yeah.
if it's, for example, if you were to do this athletic sock in I don't know how much it's affected by weather. If it's an outdoor thing, do men buy socks in winter or summer? I don't know. That's like external trends you will need to think about,
Mm-hmm.
because Amazon's storage fees change.
Yeah.
They're different, so you know that from October till December,
Mm-hmm.
it's their peak season, so the fees go high,
Mm-hmm.
and the rest of the year they're a little bit lower. But the longer you don't want your inventory sitting in Amazon's warehouse for too long,
Mm-hmm.
because they're going to start charging you fees,
Mm-hmm.
and I think they even charge you fees when it's a long-term storage fees, I think it's called.
Yeah.
So
I heard about
yeah,
that.
So yeah. So you want a product that has good demand. You don't want to be scared of if Amazon brand is there. You don't want to be like scared of it too much.
Okay.
Because there is a way to deal with it.
Okay.
Especially what happens with that is that you need to differentiate your product,
Yeah.
and you need to be mentally ready to spend more on PPC. So if
Mhm.
you save in product cost, you choose a product that's not very expensive to source,
Mhm.
then you save your budget to spend in PPC.
So PPC is the pay-per-click marketing.
Pay-per-click, yeah, Amazon's advertising. Yeah.
Amazon advertising pay-per-click.
Yeah. So another thing I just want to clarify. So when you're on Amazon's, you're on Helium 10,
Mhm.
and you're looking at price points. So we've talked about who's in the market. There's Nike in the market. There's
Yeah.
Amazon brand. So that's done. We've looked at the retail price range. So it's from somewhere about £3.50 to £19.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Another thing. So we've covered good demand. Yeah.
Mhm.
We've covered a target price point where you see.
Yeah.
So you have seen that you'd be able to source this product for under £1.50
Mhm.
to £2. You would be able to source this product for a decent minimum order.
Okay.
Now you need to think about. So where is this? So you want to see. Okay, you want to look at sales volume now.
Yeah. Okay. Sales volume.
So this guy is selling 63 units over the last 30 days. So roughly he sold 2 per day.
Okay.
2 units per day. And this is an FBA listing. Helium 10 is telling you this.
Mhm.
So Helium 10's estimate is it will cost you about £5 in Amazon FBA fees.
Okay.
So you want to calculate your profit
Okay.
using these estimates. So you decide that, okay, if I was to compete with this guy who's selling it for £19, it will cost me £5 in fees. It will cost me another £1.50 to source this product. Yeah. So that's your expenses. So you want to make sure that before you decide on a product, you calculate how much you're gonna make on each sale. Yeah. So this is the sort of thing that you would look at. So, okay, at the highest, it's going to cost me £5 in FBA fees. I want to look at their graph for. So, according to this, they have sold roughly 3 pairs, 7-day moving average sales about 2 to 3 units per day.
Okay.
In this period, so August 18, they sold 3 3 pairs. August. If you look at, let's look at the last 1 year.
Oh,
So
wow.
so here they are selling very little.
Mm-hmm.
And they launched in February 2020, so it's not a very old product.
Mm-hmm.
Let's look at all time. Yeah. So they launched this product, look, in February 2020,
Mm-hmm.
and it has recently sold really well.
Mm-hmm.
It has gone up. This could be because of weather or because of, a good PPC campaign.
Mm-hmm.
Could be a multiple number of things. You'll have to research more. But for a beginner level, like, you want to see a lifetime of product when you're researching,
Mm-hmm.
not just a snapshot. You want to look at what happened, the lifetime of that listing.
Mm-hmm.
So that's one thing to look at. And
Okay.
the revenue is at about £1,200.
Mm-hmm.
And the BSR is at 440. So that's best sellers rank.
Okay.
So which is pretty good.
Yeah.
You can manipulate that with PPC campaign. The more you spend, the more you can push your bestsellers rank up in Amazon's algorithm.
So my
They
question.
have a really good review count as well, 721 reviews. Yeah, what were you saying?
So, when people start a new business, they kind of, sell their product kind of in the low price so they can get some market share. And so just put the price really low, just get the break even for first few months. And then when they get some market share, they increase the price. So does that also work in Amazon FBA? Should I sell my product at the low price at first and then increase the price later?
To answer your question, that depends on what your long-term aim is. If you want to be able to make a profit on Amazon, you, in my opinion, because of the fees, because of the PPC, you don't want to be the cheapest on the market.
Okay.
Because Amazon, everybody knows this now, like every seller knows this now on Amazon, that Amazon will not give you a sale without PPC.
Okay.
Your organic sales are always going to be less than your paid sales.
Mm-hmm.
You will get some organic sales, but to stay in the top 500 or top 100, especially the top 100 in any category for any keyword, you have to advertise.
Okay.
To stay in that range. So if you want to be aggressive, you would price lower and compete, and you would be paying more to stay in those top 100.
Okay.
But if you wanted to, stick to your profit margins and not lose too much money, because you want to reinvest. If you decide that I'm going to be in this for long run, I want to reorder. Then you want to be able to make money with this. You don't want to work for Amazon, because Amazon is definitely going to be winning, charging you fees, charging you, advertising costs. You're not going to get a sale without advertising. So obviously there are ways to launch where people give free products away. Like, for example, you have decent YouTube following now, and if you were to give free product away, you are still losing money in product cost. It's still costing you. So you, like, personally, I would just keep in mind that it's going to cost me. It's going to cost me in advertising to sell on Amazon.
Okay.
I just spotted another Amazon brand sock. Look at this. So Amazon's cheapest socks, a pack of 5 was selling for £3.50, and this is a pack of 7. If you see, and it's selling for £14. But again, these are just standard everyday socks. These are not athletic socks. So with any product, you really want to. What we're doing here is reviewing the market.
Yeah.
So you don't, after selling for so long on Amazon, on cutthroat prices, I have learned is that you do not want to be the cheapest person on this platform.
Okay.
Because it is expensive to run this account.
Okay.
There are if and especially when you're doing Amazon FBA, if you're competing with people who are fulfilling themselves, you are paying more anyway because of the fees. So you want to work that into your price, because the way Amazon is taking this whole thing is that they want sellers especially, to pay for being on their platform. Mm-hmm. So it's not just in subscription; it's also in advertising too. Mm-hmm. So if you have a really good listing and a customer lands on your product, if you see now, this is very similar to what Amazon brand was, mm-hmm. and this is a 12-pack breathable socks. Now they are selling at a really competitive price of only £9. Mm-hmm. When we looked at Amazon brand, it was £14?
Yeah, $13.99.
$13.99. Yeah. So this is Amazon's another version. I think it says sold by, but this is Champion is a brand, I think.
Yeah, Champion is a brand.
Amazon's. Yeah, so it's not Amazon's own brand. So you really want to review what's going on in the market, and you want to decide that, okay, my profit margin is going to be 20%. These are my costs, and you work this out, and you decide that, okay, for me to be able to make 20% on this product, I want to sell it at £12. I don't want to be competing with the highest guy, and I don't want to be competing with the cheapest guy. Mm-hmm. I want to be in the middle. So it will give you enough margin to earn a decent profit, and it will also give you room to spend on your launch, which will be with Pixie campaign. If you want to give away some free product to your followers, it will be, it will give you a bit of room to play. If you just drop your price too quickly, I think that's something I don't think beginners should try, because if you're not making any money, you won't be motivated to keep going.
Okay.
If you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So that's my opinion.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah.
So when I set the price, it's important to include both Amazon fee and also the PPC marketing fee. Okay.
Yeah.
So when we go to Alibaba to find the manufacturer, can you click on Alibaba tab?
Okay. I can just go to the homepage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So can you type the men athletic socks again?
Okay.
Okay, so in Alibaba, on the left side, we see the supplier type.
Yeah.
So there's the trading assurance and verified supplier. So is it important to have those two when I choose the manufacturer?
Yeah, I think because let's just see if we select these both. Mm-hmm. What do we? Because these are sort of protections for the buyers, isn't it? So this guy is still there anyway. Uh-huh. Remember when the first one we clicked on? Let's see, but his minimum order was very high. So let's just try to find that other guy we were thinking about that was doing 600 pairs. I think it does. And you also want to...
the yellow one, why not?
10 pairs. This one?
Yeah, that one looks good.
Okay, all right. Let's go in there. Yeah, they do. They have a breakdown too, so that's interesting as well. So this is a manufacturer and a trading company. Mm-hmm. He is a verified supplier. Mm-hmm.
So, verified supplier and also the trade assurance supplier.
Yeah. You definitely want to. I think with with any supplier, when you're working with them, obviously you do make sure that you click those filters. Especially as a beginner, you don't want to lose money here.
Yes,
but
absolutely.
You also make sure that you know the payment terms, and you really do bother to. You don't just click add to cart and buy it. Don't do that. You do message the person and see how quickly they respond. Give them a contract. Type out a contract and give it to them, and you know you can tell how eager they are for your order. How they respond to your emails, to your message. If they are messing you around, they're not. For example, you can order a sample for this much money. Buy a sample. It's only like I wouldn't try to make a saving here. I wouldn't do that. You do buy the sample, you see the quality of the product, and then you make sure that you agree on payment terms that you feel comfortable with. If they don't agree with it, leave them. Find a next supplier. Like always have 3 to 4 suppliers. Ask people around. Send people messages.
So when you choose the manufacturer,
place an order from here straight away. Always order a sample, and try to talk to a person. Have a contact person. If something goes wrong, you have somebody to speak to.
Okay, then. Yeah. So when we choose the manufacturer as a beginner, when we go to Alibaba, it's important to click the 2 boxes, the verified supplier and also the trade assurance. And then we contact them and see if they reply fast and if they are eager to like produce some products with us.
Ask a lot of questions. Yeah, make sure that you feel comfortable. Talking to the supplier, and they're trying to explain things to you. Ask for pictures. Ask for a sample. Ask colorways. Even if you're not gonna do this, just try to make them jump through hoops. Just to see that are they professionals, or are they just they just want the order. Just see if you can build a good relationship. You might not have to find a new supplier.
So we contact them. And then after that, we get the sample and make sure the sample is good.
And obviously, another thing is for yourself, you will be doing FBA. So also ask them when you're contacting people that do you do Amazon prep, FBA prep.
What is FBA prep?
FBA prep is where they would barcode everything
Oh.
according to Amazon's requirements and send your product to them. So that sometimes, if a manufacturer, a trading company, because it's an established market now, everybody knows Amazon FBA. So always ask them that, can you do the service for me, and what will be your extra charges?
Wait, so to launch the product on Amazon, I know that you need some kind of like UPC code or something, the barcode. So if they have the Amazon Prep service at Alibaba manufacturer, I don't have to worry about that UPC code?
No, you will have to buy the UPC code.
Oh, okay.
And then you send it to them that, barcode my product. But it's like you don't have to physically receive product in your country and prep it yourself and then send it. They would just ask you that, send us the barcodes for your product.
So
we will prepare it and box your product, label it correctly, however Amazon wants, and then send the shipment to Amazon. Like, you won't have to touch the product then.
I will.
But then obviously you need to pay for that service. Like on Alibaba, you can actually, I think you can search for Amazon Prep service. No. Look here. So FBA shipment, Amazon FBA prep, inspect, service, freight forwarder. Can you see this? So minimum order is 10 kilograms, and you can, this is a forwarding company now. So these kind of agencies are called forwarding companies.
So Amazon Prep means like the manufacturer sending the products directly to the Amazon's warehouse.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
I got it.
So that would obviously increase your product cost.
Okay.
So, for example, previously you were paying for the product alone at £1.50. But now you would have to add additional per kilogram. So you have to work out, so for 600 pairs, what's the weight of the product, total shipment.
Okay.
And then obviously this is per kilogram you'll have to pay.
Mm-hmm.
So you can ask the manufacturer at the time when you're placing an order that, do you guys do this?
Mm-hmm.
Can you tell me the price for it?
Okay.
If they don't do it, that's okay. If you want to use your own, this is something you'll have to research for separately.
Okay. Yeah. Good. My last question, this one will be really quick. So when I start as an Amazon FBA seller beginner, is it better to start with the individual account or the professional account right away?
So individual account, what happens with that is you don't pay any subscription fee, which is quite a bit. It's $40 something on Amazon US, and on UK it's close to that region in pounds. But you don't want to pay the subscription fee until you're ready to start selling. Okay. So I would recommend when you're in just a research phase, just set up an individual account. If you are based in the UK, you can try some retail arbitrage and try to learn how Amazon selling works. But if you're an international seller, just set up your individual account and just use it for research. When you are ready to send your shipment into Amazon, just upgrade to the professional account. Okay. So you don't pay the higher fees and you switch your account to monthly subscription. Okay. To summarize, I will just say that you start with a test product and you try to keep your costs minimum. And you try to choose a product with a criteria that, there needs to be a good demand for that keyword or phrase. Product research is important. Choosing the right product is important, but there's millions of products out there. Yeah. You need to figure out what people are typing in actually for a certain product, and then look for demand within that. So it sort of goes hand in hand. Keyword research and the product research, they need to go hand in hand. You need to know the phrase that people are putting in. So, for example, for men's socks, we weren't looking for athletic socks, but we have found that if we differentiate men's socks as athletic socks, we can charge more, and that gives us more room to earn better profit margin. So you need to figure out good demand for a product. You need to decide your target price point. So look for whatever phrase or keyword you choose, look for what's the highest price product in that phrase and what's the lowest, and where the Amazon brand is present in there. And then for that you need different strategies, and just decide that, okay, I'm going to be in the middle, or I'm going to be in the high end, or the top or the lower end. It depends how much money you've got to invest in. And obviously, always remember that Amazon is not going to give away sales without advertising. That's just the reality of selling on Amazon. You have to consider pay-per-click. And okay, that's about it.
Okay.
I hope you guys found this video useful. I will see you guys next week. Bye.